Bon dia, my friends. Good afternoon, and welcome to another gym day. So yesterday I did not go to the gym. It was not only laziness of me. I actually went to the company. I'm actually considering not going to gym, not going to the gym every time that I go to the company because I usually go to the company one, 2 days a week. So I might consider having those 2 days like rest day and go throughout the other the rest of the days. But I need to think about that because I usually like to stay home at Sundays, so I need to think through that. So yesterday I had a family situation here. My kid is sick, so lazy company day, sick son. So those three things combined prevented me from going to the gym, and I took another day. But I went there today, and I actually was not because if you've been following me, you know that I'm trying to hit back more times than usual. So I'm doing my thing, which is back, chest, back, legs, back, chest, back, legs, and so forth. So because of that, I actually didn't do legs 2 times. So that means that I haven't done legs in about 1 week. Because I did something like back, chest, rest day, back, rest day, back again, something like that. So I tried to hit back as much as I could. So that means that the leg day just got postponed a few times. But and I was actually thinking about not doing leg day today. But then I went, it's been a long time since I've done legs. So let's go for it and let's just take it out of the way and that's it. Now, again, I don't know if you follow me, but if you follow me, you know this, which is not only did I change how many times I train my back, because I'm focusing on back, right? But I've also changed the other two areas. So I used to do for all three areas, right? I used to do 3 sets of 8 or 3 sets of 12. I was actually doing 3 sets of 12 lately. Sorry, 4 sets of 12. So I decided to change that. So I'm doing 5 sets of 5 for whatever muscle I'm training for strength. In this case is back. Then the next muscle, it's going to be 4 sets of 8 to 12, probably 8. And then the other muscle group will be 3 sets of 15 to 20. So that means that on this month, I'm doing 5 sets of 5 for back, 4 sets of 12 or 8, 4 sets of 8 for chest, and then 3 sets of 15 to 20 for legs. And today was legs, so I went there and I did 3 sets of 20 actually. And I started with an exercise that I have never done, but to be honest, I actually did enjoy. Let me show you. So you've already seen that, but I don't know how this machine is called, honestly. But see, I'll stand there, lift that thing, and then I'll just do squats. Now, I don't like to do squats, okay? But for whatever reason, this machine is less of an issue. Now, keep in mind that doing sets of 20 means that I don't get to have a lot of weight on the machine. So that might be one of the reasons why I actually enjoyed making this exercise a little bit more than usual. So, and I was pairing this exercise with, what was it that I was doing? I don't know what's the name of that thing, but it's basically I grabbed the cable and I just did that. So it's a shoulder exercise. So I paired legs with shoulders, right? And basically just did that. 20 of one side or with one arm, 20 with the other arm. That was basically it. It's I don't know how it's called, but I paired it with that. Then I moved to one of my favorite leg machines. Those are some really harsh words, but favorite leg machines, which is the multi-hip. And I'm doing leg curl. So I really do hate less this machine, if I can put it that way. And the reason for that is it actually is easier to actually work with this. In this case, I'm doing leg curls. And I'm doing again 20 on one leg, 20 on another leg. And that really, I actually really felt my hamstrings there, which was very, very good. I paired, I actually do have this. Let me show you guys. Yeah, I'm pairing this. I grabbed a 4 kilogram dumbbell and I'm pairing this with lateral raises. See that? Now, you might be questioning, you're not raising your arms to the side, right? Because I have, as you can see through the angle, my arms are being raised almost to the front. But that's because of the way, so if I try to raise my arms sideways, my shoulders snap. They don't snap. They, you know, when a tendon, you hear that noise, truck, truck. It seems like your tendons are touching something or whatever. I don't know how to explain this, but if I do like really side raises, there's something in my shoulder that just keeps snapping, truck, truck, and that bothers me. So if instead of doing that, I shift my arm a little bit to the front, so I'll give it a bit of an angle, it doesn't snap. So that way I'm more comfortable doing the lateral raises. Now, I'm sure that it's hitting less of one of the muscles and hitting more of the other. Instead of being more focused on one, it's also focusing on another. But in this case, I prefer to have more comfort on my shoulders. So that's why I'll grab the dumbbells, move it a little bit forward, and do that. And through the perspective that I was showing, it actually looked like I was really forward, but it's not that much. One thing that I don't know if you can see it, let me check. I have my dumbbells. This was a trick that I learned from someone that I don't remember, which is to have the dumbbells rotated like that. That way you are, see that? Can you see that? I have my pinkies up. So my thumbs are lower than my pinky or my pinkies. So you're grabbing the dumbbell and instead of raising it completely laterally or horizontal, you're doing that. And apparently by doing that, you are actually focusing more on the side delt than if you're just holding your dumbbell like that. They say that. And then, oh, unfortunately, can I? No. Unfortunately, this one got... Can't I rotate this? Apparently not, but I got this. Then I finished with some leg extensions, which you can't see, unfortunately, or not all that great. I'm using 50 kilograms for the leg extensions, and after doing the squats and the leg curls, this was more challenging, and I'm doing 20 repetitions with 50 kilograms. And I remember, so 3 sets only, but I remember that I did 20 on the first. I did 20 on all of them, but I did 20 on the first, 20, and at 16, something like that, I was already really struggling to keep the good form, which I didn't, but I tried to. And then on the third set, I actually had to stop by 15 and then do the rest of the 5 after breathing for a bit. So stop for 5 seconds or 6, breathe a bit, and then continue. But that was very good. I have to say that between doing 4 sets of 12 and 3 sets of 20, I think I prefer to do 3 sets of 20. I don't know why, but I believe that I am reducing I might have, this is a confession that I'm making, I might have reduced the weight a bit too much. So, not on the leg extensions, because on the leg extensions I actually failed on the third set. But for the squats and the leg curls, I could have bumped up the weight a little bit more. But still, I think that stretching to 20 reps, so there's like two extremes, right? You can go for sets of 5 or sets of 20. For sets of 5, it's fast. So you just do 5 and that's it. Even if you can't handle the weight, right? You're just doing 5. If you're doing 20, you're going for a long run, right? So you need to have you have to have the weight in a way that you will be able to go to 20, sort of, right? So although it takes longer, your weight has to be lowered. So it's kind of more comfortable in that way. Although the muscles start to ache, right? They start to burn because of the amount of repetitions that you're doing, but it's easier. When you're doing 12, you're like in the middle. So you have enough weight to make it really difficult, but you're not but it's going to take some time. So it's not fast like 5 reps, but it's also not light like 20 reps. So that middle ground for legs is something I really don't enjoy. 8 reps is doable. It's just 3 more. It's almost double, but 3 more than 5. 12 is just a little bit more, and usually, you just crank up the weight a little bit so that you can reach 12. It's to me, it's harder for me to understand if I'm going to fail by 20 reps or not with the weight. So I think I tend to hit it at a lower area. So I placed 20 kilograms on the squats. I probably could have done it with 30, but I went, no, 20 should be good enough. You know what I mean? So that's probably why it makes it better in that regard. I think I was going to say something, but I don't remember. It is what it is. So diet-wise, I am rather okay-ish. I actually looked at my reports today, and I am with a average intake of 2,453 calories, and I am going to confess one thing. I am pushing the luck with fats. So the yellow one is fats. Okay, so as you can see, I am consuming a somewhat good amount of fats, and that's because I'm eating a few ice creams. Okay, I remember what I was going to say. I'm actually over-consuming protein. I was actually watching a video today with Rhonda something, and she was talking with an expert in strength, and they ended up talking about protein intake. And I already knew that you should take around 2 grams per kilogram. But for whatever reason, and it's very easy. So I weigh around between 73 and 75 kilograms. So let's put it at upper. So 75 kilograms. So 75 kilograms times 2 grams per kilogram, that's 150. For whatever reason, and I don't remember why, I did some calculation, probably 2.2 grams. And I ended up in the range of 160 something, 170. So I have been consuming between 160 and 180 grams of protein per day, when 150 is more than enough. So by consuming 150 grams of protein per day, I'm hitting the higher range of optimal-ish protein intake, which is, so apparently you should go between 1.6 and 1.8 grams per kilogram. You can go up to 2 if you are active. More than that, only if you are an athlete, bodybuilder, and all that stuff. So if you're not, 2 grams per kilogram is considered like super great. So, and I believe I have been consuming 2.2. Now, has my body reacted in any negative way because I have over consuming protein? No. Has it been the difference between consuming 2 or 1.8 and 2.2 has a very slight change according to the scientists. So the gains that I have don't actually compensate. Does that make any sense? If I was an athlete, and athletes, a gram can make the difference, an inch can make a difference. For the average Joe, it doesn't. So I have bumped down. So today I tried to consume 150 calories a day. In fact, if I go here, I can go here, but if I go here, I believe that today I have, let's see, for today, I'm actually down 145 grams of protein for today. And that was because I switched, okay, I can't see it. And that because I switched parts of my meals because I was supposed to eat something and then I realized that I was going to eat something else and I was not able to mix it up in a good way. So that's basically it. But yeah, that's it, guys. Great training today, to be honest. It took me 1 hour and a half to make my training, which makes me nervous because I need to get home, shower, and then continue to work within that 1 hour and a half interval, which I can't because the training itself took me almost 1 hour and a half. So with a shower, and that's basically it. But with a shower, it goes for around 1 hour and 40 because, between getting home, sit down for 5 minutes, turning on the shower, then because what I do is I take a shower and then I use a lotion to hydrate my skin. So that always takes around 15 minutes. And I believe today I left at 11:30. I got home by 12:50-ish. So between resting for a few minutes, showering, lotion on the body, and then sitting to start working, it's been 1 hour and 45 minutes. And I do not enjoy that. But it is what it is. Guys, I gotta go. So, thank you much for watching. As always, hope to see you all tomorrow. Cheers.